is well with you? I am Leslie. You can call me LesAnn. I will answer because it's still my name. Hooty hoo. It has been 8 minutes since I done a live. How y'all doing? Make sure when you come in, you say hello to me so I can say hello to you. And also, people who will do the replay, make sure you make a comment. It helps me. Um, what do I do here? I play with fabric. I had an old spiel that I would say all the time, but you know what? What I do is I play with fabric. That's what I do. I got a lot of it, so I might as well play as much as I can. This is an unplanned video, and I'm gonna tell you why in a second. So I'm sitting here working on a project. It actually, technically, it was done, but I my head told me to fix it. Now, mind you, I do make certain things, and there'll be a tester, and I will leave the tester alone and won't make adjustments to it. This one, I've already envisioned the shoes, I've already envisioned a pair of shorts to go with it, I've already envisioned a look, a content video, but more so a video just for myself. I'm gonna post it, but it's like my head says fix it. And so when my head says fix it, I gotta fix it. But I'm gonna show you. The project that I had been working on, it's a mood pattern. Now, mind you, I part of the reason why I wasn't using a lot of commercial patterns is because they didn't go up enough sizes where I didn't have to think about it or add to it, and I didn't want to do all that work. I ain't gonna lie, I just didn't want to do all the work. Not that I can't, because I can actually draft patterns. I know how to. Do I like doing them? It depends on what day of the week it is. I didn't want to, but so commercial patterns, feelings, up, down, depending on what day of the week it is. It depends on how I felt about it. But I have been starting to stalk. I'm gonna say it. Mood, society. I started stalking them. I said, let me see if there's some patterns in there that I can get the looks I'm looking for without going and spending the money at the other place where you can get patterns. And some of them indie pattern prices maybe go. So the pattern that I worked on, all I needed was the best. I didn't need none else. It's an Anna waistcoat ensemble. I don't know if I'm gonna do the pants, but hey now, this is the one I decided to do. So it's the waistcoat that I did. Now I did read the directions. Do I follow directions all the time? No, I do not. It's okay, because pretty much I know how to put stuff together anyway. Okay. So this is supposed to be a toile. But some toiles turn into masterpieces. Now, mind you, I did tell you I'm taking it apart because there's some things I want to fit issues that I need to fix. Okay? Some fit issues. But y'all gonna see it's pretty much, I was literally about to close the little 8 inches or whatever that was. But honey, I said I'm gonna fix this. So I'm a happy camper, I'm telling you. So this is the best. I'm gonna put it on. Okay. This is the best. It still got to put buttons and stuff on it. So I literally just finished it last night. Okay. So I finished it last night. And once I tried it, I said, no, Leslie's got to fit. Leslie got to do the fit. Need to fix the fits. Okay. Honey, I love it too. So, the things I have to fix, that's why it's not sewn right here. It's too big right here in the bust area. So I'm going to bring it in a little bit underneath the arms. I need to take in about an inch and a half on both sides. The shoulder, I'm going to bring it up a little bit. Now, it's not going to completely fit me, like a perfect fit because I'm not going to take it completely apart. I just open the seams up to shorten the shoulders and the fix underneath the arm. Okay. Now, the directions on Mood for this, it was not, I don't I don't read them, but I needed it for the welt pocket. So I will have to change like when I make it again because my goal was um, there is I was actually working on a pair of wide leg pants. Hey now, I was working on a pair of wide leg pants and I have just enough left to make a vest. And so that's why I did this. Now, I'll explain some things. Now, this fabric, I actually constructed myself. It is, where is it at? I don't see the big piece. I need a big piece so, yeah, it makes sense. There you go. Well, it's not a big piece. I don't know where I moved it to. So, there it is. So what I did was I took different pieces of card print, different projects, different things that I had worked on, and I took them and they are, I think, 3 inches wide and roughly between 5 to 7 inches long. Okay. And so I just did strips. I have another one that's more scrappy and it's just pieced together. And I was planning to make a bomber jacket out of that one because I have enough left. But anyway, so that's how I got this look. So on the underside, it's made, I did use denim. It's actually a really lightweight denim that I had in my stash. I was trying to figure out something. I was going to use regular lining, but because it's more of a bag style closure, bag style, and turn the inside out, it's just the edge was going to irritate me. So I do plan to, on the next one, because of how it finishes off, I think I want to use regular lining, but I'm going to actually create a facing to go all the way around and attach that facing to my lining and then close it off. Girl, honey, yes, stands out. That's why I said I had to go on and fix some of the stuff on it. All right, so now the welt pocket is not supposed to be functional, but mine is functional. Um, it was easy to do, to actually add the welt pocket in, but the look of this welt pocket is what I want. But there's another style where it looks like a bound buttonhole where it's two slits. Their explanation on how you do it is not how to get the look you want. Does not supposed to be the way they explain it. So I'm gonna go back in because it's fine. I ended up doing it the way they said and it didn't come out completely right, but you can't see the lining anyway, so I really don't care. But it still looks really, really nice for a welt pocket. So a couple other things I will do with this. I'm gonna actually raise this by an inch because where it sits pretty low anyway. I'm gonna raise it about an inch, which I think it will sit better at an inch higher. Like I said, I will be taking it about an inch and a half underneath the arm. I did the size. What size did I do? I did the 2X, but technically I should have did the 1X, but I didn't want to take a chance because I didn't want to go back in and do a whole lot of modifications. Now of course, there still was modifications. Okay, the other modification I had to do, which you probably will not be able to notice it. I got to put it on like this. Put it on like this. Is right here. There's a triangle piece added in. When I put it on, it actually bellowed out. I should have did a sway back adjustment. But like I said, this was supposed to be a tester piece, and I wasn't supposed to necessarily like it. I love it. So we gonna fix the things because we love it. Okay. So I just decided to go ahead and just put a wedge in, and I figured it will be okay. It's not necessarily you're gonna see anything. It does suggest using D rings for the ties in the back. I'm not doing D rings, not on this one. I just extended my ties longer so I can tie it up. I do have the like the buckles that you can use for vests. I do have them. I'm just not gonna put it on this one because this one's too cute. I think I want the denim to kind of show off, so I'm not doing that. And like I said, I will be shortening the shoulders. Not a whole. It's not like a whole lot. Do you think you could give me some sewing tips? I sure can. I would love to. Love to. Make sure you subscribe. That way, I tell my tips are probably like kind of intergrained inside of the different class or the different videos that I do. I always tell you something. And I tell some people, I say I talk too much anyway. I just talk. Um in fact, I'll tell you a little story. I did some personal lessons before the, crazy world opening up in 2020. Before that, I had a student that I did private lessons for. And she said, "Can I record you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I don't care. I talk all the time." So as I'm teaching, I tell stories or whatever else. And I seen her a year later. And she said, "I still listen to your videos or your recordings." I'm like, "Huh?" Now, mind you, I did say "huh" to her because I didn't realize who she was because she looked different. Because I always seen her dressed down, but she was dressed up. She was a whole nother person. But she's like, "I still listen to your videos." And for me, that just told me that you learn well. If you taught well, you learn well. You can learn for anything. So cool duckets. But anyway, so like I said, I'm gonna move this up about an inch. Make the adjustments. I should have did an extra large, but I'm glad I didn't because that probably would have irritated me, and it would have been, just tight enough that I couldn't have did some of these modifications. Better to go bigger because you can take away versus you sitting up there not being able to do anything with it. So I'm gonna make the modifications, and hopefully I will find me a cute little, pants pattern or short pattern that I can do. Because the pants that I did, I like them. The wide leg pants that made me go ahead and do this. I don't see the brown because the material I used, it was like a brown crepe, polyester crepe. I don't see it. It's one of them ones that you got to be careful with when you iron it because it will telegraph everything. That's the only downfall with it. But otherwise, it's cool duckets. Thank you. I love it too. So, songs in peace. Song in peace. Ah! But yeah. So, yeah. This one is going to be a redo. Okay. It didn't really take me long. I started about 7 o'clock last night and I was done by 12. Now that is with me doing some modifications throughout the process. So that's the reason why it took longer. When I put the extra wedge in the back, when I did some of the top stitching on my tie, when I took it apart, a couple things just wasn't right. But once I fix this and make it's not gonna fit perfectly. It's still gonna have probably like a little bit of a buckle right here. But I'm gonna kind of help it by reducing the shoulders and reducing on the side. And then the last thing I'll have to do is my buttons. I've already pulled my buttons, or I pulled buttons. Have I made a decision on which one it's gonna be? No, I have not. But I got choices. I got choices. These two are the same, but they're just different sizes. I got these two. You see the size is a little different. I like the smaller ones, but I probably won't do them. I'm probably gonna go with the little bit bigger ones. All of this is in my stash because Leslie has a stash of buttons. Then this is the other button. I like this one, but it kind of puts me in a like a specific window of, it really won't matter because it's a busy print. I guess you really ain't gonna notice it. I don't know. I have to lay it on there. I don't know. This one, I don't know. I have a silver, but I don't think I like the silver. As I'm thinking about it, I think that's going to be too much of a contrast. So I'm probably not going to do that one. I'm almost sure I won't. Now, these gold ones are gold. Whereas this one is more of a brushed or antique gold. So it's not so shiny. Hold on. I have to do it because I can't open the pack. I got these. Now, these are kind of heavy, but I do kind of like these. I think these would be nice. I may end up going with one of these gold ones. Then I have these burgundy ones. The burgundy ones will look nice. They'll kind of blend in, but then it kind of limits. It makes me feel limited. I don't know if that makes sense. It makes me feel limited. Like if whatever shirt I decide to wear underneath it, or what if I want to pair it with something else other than the denim, but girls gonna make her pair of denim shorts, jorts, they're gonna be denim regardless. I don't know if they're gonna be to my knee or they're gonna be gauchos. Ooh, gauchos would be cool too. I just gotta find the pattern. I already have the material. I'm good to go. And if it wasn't for the fact that I had the tie on it, if I thought about it, I could have made this reversible, which would have been really cool. And then I probably wouldn't have did buttons at all. I wouldn't even worry about buttons. I just would have do a nice top stitch all the way around it so it stayed, flush, and leave it at that. And that's it. I wouldn't do anything else. It would just, because it would really be nice. But I'm going to tell you. Reason why I'm not going to make it or let it be reversible is because I decided, it will bother me. That's the other thing. I ended up deciding, you may not be able to notice, but I changed the grain of this panel, and this is the only panel I did it on, because I was trying to use a particular piece of fabric up because I didn't want to go into my other stash for this fabric. Because this almost feel like a chambray, but it's like a really lightweight, but it's not chambray. A lightweight denim. So, but I clearly, as I'm looking at, I can definitely move that up an inch, and that's going to be lovely. And then I have another pair of black. I don't think I'm going to do these black ones either. It's going to end up being either the gold or these black ones right here. The dome ones. That's most likely what it's going to be. Am I going to put them on right away? No. We're going to take our time because I don't want to rush myself, because that's where you can make a mistake and then be unhappy with the finished project. And girl ain't going to be unhappy because she envisioned a whole outfit already. Because when I seen this and I got done with it, I was like, ooh, wee. All right, hold on, y'all. Just in case the phone act crazy. Let me give y'all some juice because the phone is about to die. All right, so I'm going to talk about this other project I worked on. Well, this one I didn't work on. I worked on two recent I worked on another project recently. I just hit the table. Um, and I'm working on the pants. I like the pants, but we'll talk about that once I get the complete ensemble that I want done. So that come later. Also, too, I will probably be loading up some videos. I've done videos. I have videos. It's just I was trying to get the thumbnails done. They're gonna probably just be posted because I decided like one day last week to edit like 2 or 3 videos. So they'll drop at some point. I'm gonna release them one at a time. Anyway, so I had, oh gosh, I did more projects than I thought. Hmm. Me and myself. Me, myself, and I. Now, this is an older project. This project I did last year. And um I had came on and I talked about this shirt and I said I'm gonna fix the sleeves. I'm gonna change the sleeves. I don't like the sleeves. And I've been trying to make myself like this shirt. I love the print. The print is gorgeous. But I can't make myself like the shirt. I tried it on with the brown pants I just recently finished. They don't it's this style is it's the sleeve. It has nothing to do with the body. This pattern is one of my faves. It's a tried and true if I can find it. Um if not, I will probably put it in the description of what this top is. And I love the top. It's really nice. I did a great job on it, but the sleeves are off-putting for me. I tried. Y'all, I tried. But I don't want to take it apart because it's a nice shirt. And I have plenty of this fabric. And I've already made something else out of it. So, um, I'm probably going to end up selling it. Most likely. It's a sad state of affairs, but when you realize it just doesn't work, it just doesn't work and it's okay. It's okay. I know somebody else that would love the shirt to death. But I, on the other hand, won't. Now, I don't know if y'all know, when I do toiles, my toiles are always wearable. They're always wearable. I can give them away, sell them, but my toiles are always. I don't. It's very seldom that I do a toile that I cannot sell or give away. It's very seldom. Um, it's gonna be something I really don't like, a fabric I really don't care about. But I wanted a lot of times with jackets, I struggle with a lot of jackets because of the fullness of my arm. And so I don't usually like the patterns that most of the, big four or whoever make. I don't like them, or I can't wear them, or I have to do a big modification to them. That for me is irritating, but it is what it is. So I actually took, I bought this pattern making for fashion design off of Amazon. Now there are some pages in here that are not printed well, but luckily I can read when I put my glasses on. So I looked through here to find different patterns for sleeves. And the sleeve I wanted, it's called lantern. I think it's called lantern sleeve. So it bellows out. But I didn't want the you know how you can do the full gather sleeve? You never opened it? Honey, it's some things you can do in there. So I'm going to use it a little bit more. Because there's certain sleeves or certain things I want to try. But because I'm just don't feel like doing it, that's why I don't do it. But I decided to create the lantern sleeve. And I use that pattern to do this. This is Butterick 6328. This is the pattern. So basically I did this one. But I did this style or use this one, but I tried to do the shorter version, but I think I ended up with a little bit longer version. I want the short. I need to do the shorter one. So I'm gonna push y'all back so you can see it better. Sorry for the wobble. Wobble, wobble, wobble. I'm gonna drop you a little bit. Drop y'all a little bit. Drop it. Drop it. I ain't gonna drop it like it hot because I ain't hot. Ooh. Y'all see me in my shorts. Pair of shorts I got from Cato's. Cost me $4. Go to that clearance rack. That's where I go. Anyway. So, this is what I did. I did the jacket. It's not supposed to be lined. But I wanted these sleeves because I wanted something that didn't bound me on the arm and just was comfortable. Oh no, I'm sorry. Feel better, honey. Thank you. Thank you. And this was literally yet another trying to use what I had available in my stash, because this was a fun. If you seen the piece that I worked from, you would have been like, how'd you make, honey? I had to do some, geometry when it came to trying to get this out of that fabric, because it was cut. I don't know what was I doing when I cut it out before, or used that fabric before. But this is the jacket. Now it is fully lined, so there's some things I had to do that was not in the pattern. So I did still got to do some trimming. You see I ain't trimmed nothing. I created the facing because I knew that at times it may open up. So this is what I plan to do with the vest, is actually create a facing to go around. So whatever fabric that's on the outside, I plan to use the same fabric on the inside. So if it folds or anything, it won't look crazy. And I turned up the hem. This is some old lining. I think I made a top out of it before. This fabric's old. It's a polyester, but it's fully lined. I bound the armholes with the actual fabric. The sleeve is lined, and I did the same for the sleeve. So as you can tell, I used the lining up here, and I wanted a little bit more structure to kind of hold the shape. There's another way I can actually do this by putting, like, if I really wanted to stay in shape and not actually move at all, you can actually use boning in here. You can actually use horsehair. You can try anything at least one time. So it's nicely done on the inside. I really like it, and I do plan to make this again, but I do want to make it shorter because I wanted to hit above my buttocks, so that I don't have to have that bunching like look. So I do want it a little bit shorter, but I did do a size 18. Did an 18 and graded the hip part out, probably like to 2022. Hey now, hi Keisha, how you been, girl? We're showing off some stuff that, girl, honey, you're gonna have to roll it back and catch the thing I did that's gonna make you go like, what? And I'm telling you. What time it is for me? It is 6:16 or 6:14. Good and busy. Busy? Good. I'm good. Busy. We have to have a conversation another day. We'll talk about all the crazy stuff that has been happening to me, but we ain't gonna talk about it today. Okay. Anyway, so I really do like the lantern sleeves. It gives me that fullness without, because I think the more I look at it, I kind of don't like a lot of the gathered sleeves that's gathered short, but bell sleeve or not bell. Ooh, good, good. Where you at? Tell me where you at, honey. Um, it's like bishop sleeves. I love bishop sleeves. You can give me a bishop sleeve any day of the week. I will wear it all the time. I don't care what day of the week it is. I will wear it all the time. So, but I wanted to try something different, and I really do like this. So this is a 12, but I'm gonna remake it. Um, I just got to figure out if I'm gonna do it, doing one of my end card prints or something else. Ooh, wait a minute. That I hadn't thought of. And card prints. And card prints. I got plenty of that. Lord knows I got plenty of end card prints. So this, it just needs to be trimmed and put up. I'm still debating. I will say, England, thank you for coming across the pond to visit me. There's somebody I had tried this on. I'm one of the people who will make something and I'll give it away. It doesn't bother me. And she tried it on and it looked so good on her. So either I'm going to keep this one and remake another one for her, but she needs her sleeves a little bit smaller because this one is drafted for my arm. But, she may get one because it looked too cute on her. And I'm one of the people like, I'll be like, I want to do the whole thing. Why? Because Leslie has a whole slew of fabric. She's not going to miss that piece of fabric. She's not. She's not going to miss it. So the last thing we're going to talk about is a skirt over here. Oh, let me tell you something. Y'all, honey, let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know if I can find it. Where is it at? Of course, because I want to talk about it, I can't find the dang on pattern. You know that happens all the time, y'all. Or I may have put it up. I could have put it up, but I don't know. I usually try to do pretty good. And any project that I plan to work on, or I've recently worked on, I actually put it in like this before I put it up so that I can like double check and make sure there's nothing, and be able to write it down because I like to write down the projects I finished, which I've probably finished in the last 3 weeks or 2 or 3 weeks. I probably finished almost 10 items. I'm almost sure. Probably more, but because I'm looking for it, I'm not going to find it. Well, what I did was, because I don't have a biased skirt. I'm in South Carolina. I don't have a biased skirt pattern. And actually looking at all the patterns I've had that are straight skirts or pencil skirts, they only go up to a size 20 or 22. And the hip measurement don't fit me usually, period. It don't. So I always have to modify that, period, in any skirt that I make. But I wanted a bias cut skirt. I ended up taking, which probably I can't figure out where I did with it. I ended up taking a skirt pattern, a basic straight skirt pattern, and I actually ended up doubling it. I think I have a video which I can put out of what I did, but I took, it was one of them skirts is the front and back is the same, okay? So all I did was lay it on I folded a piece of paper that was big enough that I can lay the actual pattern on the fold, and I actually cut it out so it ended up being a flat piece, and I changed the grain to 45. And this is how I got this skirt. I'm not bend it down, y'all. This is how I got this skirt. So when I put it on, I had to lay it out in the living room because I needed floor space. Because you don't want, when you're working with bias, you want everything to be straight. Because otherwise, if you don't have the pattern straight and you have the 45 on a 45, you're going to get a skew. And it's going to be obvious when you wear the skirt or whatever it is. So I put it on the 45, and I took the skirt and I kind of did a scoop, like where the knee would be. I did a little bit of scoop and flared it out a little bit. So it kicks out a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit. And the one things I had to do with it, I took in the front, I dropped it about an inch. And in the back, I dropped the front part. This part. I dropped it about an inch because I really don't have a belly. And it makes it sit right where it needs to be. So I don't have, instead of it sitting really high on me, it sits at my natural waistline. Then for the back, I dropped the hemline, I think 2 inches, an inch to 2 inches, and I just took and curved it. That 2 inches was in the middle, and then I curved it to the outside, and decided to go ahead and put a lace because I was being lazy. Now I was gonna put a zipper in it, and probably the next one I will, but I didn't want to put a zipper in it because this one was chiffon, and I did French seams on the skirt. So it's French seamed because it's chiffon. I French seamed this sides so there's no pockets. Then I took this jersey knit lining. Now the funny thing is, I'm gonna tell y'all, this originally I had made a skirt out of this exact same fabric, but I rushed and did it. It was a gathered skirt, and it was just too much fabric. It just made me feel swole. It didn't look good because I did it really fast. I was being really lazy, and I didn't do any modifications, any adjustments. That one was on a whim, but I really like the print. So, and I have a really pretty top already. Am I gonna make another one? Probably. I've already decided I'm gonna make me a pussy bow blouse to go with this. Anyway, so I ended up using the lining underneath. It's from that actual original skirt. But I ended up putting about an inch, I think it's about an inch, inch and a half elastic inside. Uh, and it pulls up just fine. I was worried it was not going to work. But it fits really nice. It's not too big. I think from when I tried it on, I think I will need to drop this maybe another half an inch, maybe. But other than that, this is probably the easiest pattern that I could create. It just takes time to make it because you just don't want to rush it because it's on a bias. But will I make it again? Oh, yes. Because originally why I wanted to make this one is because I want to make a yellow, it's like a baby yellow. It's a baby yellow bias cut skirt, and I want to make a black bias cut skirt out of both of them out of satin, like a polyester crepe. That looked like. You've been trying to finish for 5 years, honey. I understand. I can't even say nothing to you about trying to finish. Girl, you need to finish it though. I probably still, of this fabric, I probably still have another 6 yards. Probably. Maybe 7. It's at least 6. Because if I told you how much I paid for it, you'd probably be like, what? Because I am one of the people who will find a deal almost anywhere. Because I think, is this one? Because I'll tell you, I either got this when I was in Miami, after I came from a cruise. Or I got it when I went to Atlanta and it was Rose's Fabrics, but it was around the 2020. It was before 20. It's just before 2020. I think it was either 19. It was either 19 or like 21. It was not the crazy year, but it was either um and this as well as another fabric I only paid $2 a yard for it. This is the other fabric I got, and I paid $2 a yard for them. Now, if I nope, I think I did get this from Miami because I ended up. This is what I did. When they told me the price, I ended up having them pack. I actually didn't have to worry about it because I was flying home. I went on a cruise and I decided to stay an extra day in Miami. My friend and her mom, they went. No, my friend went home. She flew like the same day. I decided to stay an extra day in Miami. And I just caught the bus. I picked a hotel that was in proximity that I can get to a fabric store. And I went to a fabric store and found, I probably spent between $60 and $70. Yep. Um, 60, I probably spent $60 to $70 and mailed the box, had them mail the box to me. And had no problems. So when I got home, I didn't have to worry about paying an extra $50, putting it in a suitcase, or worrying about it. Um, I feel like if I can get a deal, I'm gonna get a deal, and I'm gonna buy what I'm gonna buy. Um, and that's why I got too much fabric. That's exactly why, and that's why I'm gonna start randomly just making things because Leslie need to clean out. She's got stuff in here. She's got stuff in here. Okay, so but yeah, the other top for this is short sleeve. So I'm thinking of making a pussy bow blouse that's got bishop sleeves. I already have that pattern. Um, I've actually already started cutting it, so that's how I know I already have it. I've already started cutting it, and it's a mood society pattern as well, which is this one. And because now I know a lot of people hate mood patterns because they maybe don't give great directions and stuff like that. I'm like this. If I kind of know how to make it, I'm not stressed about it. Plus, I have too many sewing books around here. If I need to know how to do something, I will probably revert to my actual sewing book before I actually read what they put. Because I read the directions for my waistcoat that I did. It made no sense. As far as the welt pocket, it was like pictures. I think it was like part of the description and stuff. I felt like it was they confused me. I said, you know what? This is what you do. You just go ahead and get you. This is old dirt book. Okay, this is the old one. Like I probably have a good. I have singers book series, probably almost all the books. I have Nancy Zimmerman. I have one of her books. I have whenever I can find a book, whether it's at the thrift store or like I'll buy books from thrift books. I've bought books from them as well. I'll grab a book. I and when I this is Sandra Betsina, so probably any of her books I usually grab anyway. I don't care how old it is, and you can tell this is an old one because it doesn't have pictures. It doesn't have real pictures. You got to read it, and that works just fine for me. So, but having these books can help you finish or make pretty much anything out there. I feel like too many people rely on they rely on other people telling them how to do it, meaning in videos. Sometimes you're not going to get it in the video. Sometimes the only way you will get the information is if you actually read it, because not everybody records everything that has happened as far as teaching and understanding sewing. You may have to actually pick up a book and read it, and it's okay. So I'll pick up a book in a minute, and I go to the glossary, look for what I'm looking for, read up on it. I may have to read it a couple times, but that's no different than watching a video a couple times. That's all you need to do. Just and keep it moving. You know what I mean? Keep it moving. So, yeah. So I had the with this shirt, I do plan to do, hopefully in the coming weeks, do the waistcoat or another version of the Anna waistcoat. I plan to do that. Plan to get this pussy bow blouse done. And then I want to do a hack, and I don't know if I'm gonna do it this week or not, because I know right now Chris from Unsocial is doing pattern hackathon, and Friday is the last day. So I can't find the top part of the pattern I wanted to use. It was another pattern that I had in mind that I like. I like the top, but I don't like the bottom of the skirt. I don't like the bottom. But I was thinking of using this is I know it's a sheet, but this is the only one. I was trying to find something I was going to just use it as a toile and not really care about it. But whatever I use, because these medallions are so large on here, I felt like I had to be careful with what I did. So, and I really do like it. And I think it's a queen size. It's a queen size sheet. I want to make a sundress. Because I really don't have a lot of sundresses. I don't have any actual sundresses, not anymore. And I would like to have a sundress. But I did notice that it's a gray dress that I did that was a toile. And it looks nice on me. But it was a tiered dress. Usually I don't do tiered dresses. But it looked nice on me and I really like it. And I want to make another tiered dress. A lot of the tiered dresses that I see, the problem I have with them is it's too much chest exposure. So I want to couple this with like another top. Another like top that really kind of gives me coverage, but still is sundressy. I don't know if that's the word. But I can't find the actual shirt or the top portion that I wanted. This is what I was going to use this skirt. I was going to use the skirt, but because it's a lot of tiers. But I was going to use which is a shorter version, but I was going to make it where it ends up being a maxi. So I was going to actually just extend the width of each one of the pattern pieces so I can get what I wanted. The length, and because I didn't want to use all the fat, because as you know, each tier gets wider and wider. I don't want to make it wider and wider. So I think 3 tiers was going to be enough, but I just need to lengthen the tiers to get the length I want in the look. But I got to figure out what I did with the top part. I done move stuff around, y'all. I just be doing that. I be moving stuff around. And right now, rightly so. So I am going to go ahead and get ready to get off here. There's probably like 2 or 3 other things I'm going to do. Because I actually already have a couple things cut on my table. I just didn't work on them because I was working on my brown pants first. Um, and now I want to do my waistcoat or the vest, but I'm gonna wait on it because I'm gonna finish this one first. I just, I'm all over the place, y'all. I am all over the place. But I am really excited for this project. I gotta do a toile for a pair of shorts because I want, I wouldn't say, I don't know if I want a dropped crouch kind of look. I'm not for sure. I was just wondering what happened to the woman wearing sundresses. I love sundresses, but it's like some of the ones I don't like to have the stuff that they got in the store. I'll do a sundress in a minute. I think they're a great throw on kind of dress, and they're cool and comfortable. You can do so much with them. You can put a jacket over and make it totally look different. Totally look different. But yeah, I want some. I feel like a lot of the sundresses I've seen or dresses I've seen out there, they are just too, they're overexposed. I I feel like they put everything out there. I'm sorry. I don't need to put nothing out because everything's out already on me. I'm sorry. So I want to create something that really works for my shape, and half the time I got to modify it anyway. So it's not like it's unusual. So that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, I'm gonna work on it. Probably I don't know if it'll finish this week because I do have a big project I need to work on. I will be releasing probably a couple videos this week that I had already edited. I appreciate anybody who likes and subscribes to my channel, because I read out everybody's comment. I apologize when I don't respond. It's not that I'm trying to ignore you. I try to make sure I at least send the love back, because I do read them. Um, sometimes sometimes that's what I need, um, especially lately. That's a conversation for another day. Today I don't want to have that conversation, so I'm trying not to go down that road, because I'll go down that road and there'll be a complete squirrel moment. So, I do read the comments and I do appreciate them, and it does make me think more on what I need to work on. But I have probably 3 videos that will be coming out probably in the next week and a half. Um, there may not be a thumbnail. I be trying to do them thumbnails, but it takes me so long. Cause I be doing, my hands be in everywhere. The other thing I do, if y'all don't know, I do garden, and tended to my garden this summer. This wave of heat, I haven't produced as much, but I've had a lot of stuff come out the garden. Well, I've had a bit of production this year, but some of the stuff that I wanted to come out did not come out. I will tell you some new things I did have this year. I had some okra, which was a different version, and they were huge. Um, they were good because I fried them up, and me and Mr. Rose was licking our fingers. Okay, they were so tasty. Oh, that. Then I did. I've had. I don't really do tomatoes because I'm allergic to them. I should not eat them, and it's more so what is it, the acid level. The quality of clothes. Yeah, it has changed so much. It Not only that, it's just overexposure. Um, so the I really can't and really shouldn't eat tomatoes, but I'm trying to look for a tomato that doesn't have a high level of acidity in it. And so I did find one, but guess what Leslie did not do? She didn't write the name down, so she don't know which one it was. The different versions of tomatoes. Me and my husband had a beef. I can't do beefsteak, but I had one slice. I could do one slice, and that's it. A beefsteak was juicy. It was tasty and juicy. It was like ate it as a snack, like a piece of fruit instead of. Whew. The other thing grew out there, which was very new to me, is called a Kershaw squash. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I may take a picture so y'all can see it and throw it in the community section so y'all can see what it is. I had probably, I think a brandy one, a brandy tomato, and my yellow pear tomatoes is always, they come out the garden like every other day. I feel like I'm pulling some. I ain't thrilled by them no more. Not anymore. What else new came out? And then I got a lot of sunflowers out there. But we're prepping for the fall time now. So I will have some of that. I'll probably come online and y'all probably see me either drink something, eat something. Oh, I got plenty of mint, so I have me some mint tea. Mint tea is so tasty. Fresh out the garden. You know what it is. You ain't questioning whether or not it's actually mint. Because we know there's so many things around here. It's not what they say it is. And then they wonder why people are having medical issues. Shouldn't wonder. Because we're not eating real stuff these days. Anyway, especially when you see that the ants and things, ants don't go near it. If the ant won't go near it, why should you eat it? That's my 2 cents for today. Anyway, I appreciate y'all. I will catch y'all on a rebound. It's not a guarantee when I do a live again. Usually I just do it when I realize it's been too long and I really need to talk to the people, because talking to the big people make me feel better. Because I really wanted to crawl into bed today. Now that I've come online, guess what? I feel better. I'm not gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna work on this vest, this lovely vest. I'm gonna work on this. We're gonna get her done, and then I'll probably work on. I may cut the brown one out. If I have everything I need, I may cut the brown one out. If I have enough, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the brown one out. Because it's gonna go with a pair of pants. And then I will probably do like a whole like lookbook ensembles that I would put together, style them, and put them together. Because, I can. When I get to the point where I'm envisioning the designs and envisioning the looks, I'm not a person that really does the Pinterest thing and the mood boards and stuff like that. I visually see stuff, and once I have an idea, it'll kind of go like this. So once I seen this done, I knew I want a pair of shorts that maybe to my knee or culottes to go with it. The only thing I need to figure out is what kind of top I want to wear with it, what I want to make to go with it, because I love the fact that it's so many colors in here. There's pretty much not a color a thing I could put just a beautiful solid top. It can even be one of those ones that's off the shoulder. I can do a cow neck. I can do a short sleeve. I can do so many things, and it will look good with it no matter what color I choose. And I know I have like a burnt orange, ITY in there. See, there she go. I can feel it. It's good to see. It's good to hear you. I know I'm not hearing you, but in my head, I hear you talking to me. But yeah, so I'm always doing something. Even if I don't come online, I'm always doing something, because this is my joyful place. My room it makes me smile when even if I'm just making something for somebody else. It's a joy. It's it's something that I was given, and I'm gonna use it as long as I can use it. Cause as long as I can see, as long as I can get to the machine, I'm gonna sew. I'm gonna sew. That's it. I'm just gonna sew. So I got a few tasks I got to finish. I don't want to finish, but I gotta finish. Um, and I want to test out some like these shorts that I got on. They're good to kind of lounge around the house. I want to make me a couple because I don't. I realize I've cleaned out my closet. I ain't got nothing comfy or cute to wear. Like nothing. I gotta fix it. I gotta fix it. I got too much fabric. There's no reason why I shouldn't look fabulous every day of the week. Every day. Somebody may tell me I'm overdressed. I'm gonna be like, not. As soon as I make it, it's not overdressed. It's looking good and feeling good. That's all it is. But anyway, I done held y'all long enough. We done hit an hour. I appreciate y'all. Make sure if you haven't already, like and subscribe to my channel. Tell somebody about me. Let them come over here and be entertained because I am entertaining my own self while I entertain you. Y'all have a great night. Have a great week. And I will see y'all on the flip side.